Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
I'm loving it.
Hey, we are GMSA Plus right now, y'all. Thank you for joining
Man, now
us.
you got me thinking about breakfast,
I know, right?
coffee.
Sausage and biscuit with a little cheese and a piece of
There
bacon
you
on
go.
it.
I
Tastes
like
good.
that, yeah.
Okay, so obviously we're streaming through KSAT Plus right after our GMSA show. But again, this is the time that we carry that conversation on in a more looser fashion.
Yeah.
Things that, again, we're at the kitchen table having conversations about things that we've been talking about
Yeah.
all day, but also getting you started and keeping you going throughout your morning.
Absolutely. Speaking of the kitchen table, I know that a big topic was this whole red dye number 3 thing. I remember last night, so the wifey came home and she was just like, what's up, what's going on with this? So I did a little bit of research because she was just like, wait a minute, what's up with the Doritos? What's up with the Flaming Hot Cheetos?
It's like,
those are her little snacks, you know what I mean?
So like, don't touch our stuff.
Yeah.
No. But I mean, we got a lot of cool things coming up later on throughout GMSA Plus. But first, again, one of the biggest things that has hit our commuters out there big time, and if you're listening to us through Bluetooth, if you're in the car, and if you're traveling, I think it's on the Topper Line area.
Yes, it is. So northeast side of town, we do have a major wreck that had been backing up folks here for quite some time as we take a look behind me right here. So this is our TransGuide traffic shot out there on the northeast side of town, and it does not look good, Jeff. Yeah, it looks like we have a couple of these 18-wheelers making their way through here, but this was reported as an accident. It happened, I want to say, maybe around 6 o'clock because we were clearing out some of our construction in that area, but yeah, 6:08 is when it was reported. We're looking at least one main lane blocked, a shoulder blocked, and traffic right now backed up all the way to Evans Road, all the way out there to Selma, Schertz, and Cibolo as, hey, look, we got it on the big wall.
Yeah, big wall. Look, okay, so picture this, if you will,
Yeah.
and this is why I'm the worst at this. My gas tank is currently on E. That's not good, but if you were in the middle of this traffic, that's not, there's something about the clock or the gas tank ticking down, and you realize to yourself, and you're stuck in that kind of traffic, and you're just like, oh, this is what Mama was talking about. So yeah, if you guys are planning on hitting this roadway, make sure you gas up. So just in case there is a slowdown, you're not stranded and calling another slowdown to happen.
Yeah, and I think over by Schertz Parkway, there's a couple of gas stations right off. I know there's like an HEB fuel out there. So yeah, definitely want to do that. It always gets me when I'm on 281. It never fails. I get on 281 South. And I'm usually kind of low on fuel. And it's always backed up during rush hour, and it kills me because there is no gas station until you reach Jones Maltzberger. All my 281 folks, what's up?
You just praying.
Anyways,
Justin,
this is a mess.
Justin is always very, very prepared.
Yes,
right?
This is a big mess right now.
You are like, oh snap! Here we go. We about to bring Justin in. He about to slide in. Here we go. Intro one more time. Justin,
good
walking
back
in.
of the head, Justin.
Yeah, there we go. But yeah, you're always prepared when you hit the roadways. You're one of those dads officially.
Officially, yes. Yes. You got to be. You got to keep it at a fourth of a tank or higher, RJ.
Okay.
Just saying.
It's very dad speak for sure.
Yeah. So hey, we got to talk about this forecast, guys. So yesterday we talked about the chance for wintry precipitation, right? Got a lot of people saying, "Oh, yes, let's cancel school." All these things. It's looking less and less likely like that's going to happen. So I just want to put that out there. And then I had someone on my social media page talk about the fact that all the toilet paper is going to be gone. Don't do that.
Let's circle
you don't
back
need to buy
to that.
toilet paper. And then there was a suggestion that everyone should get a bidet, but that's for another day. No pun intended. That's a very personal issue. Either way.
Keep going, Justin.
Sorry, I digress. My point is, next week's looking very typical of a January where we're going to get some cold weather, yes. The chances of precipitation are very low, and they're really kind of starting to go the other way, the computer models. And I'll show you that in just a second. First, though, we got to check out this very beautiful sunrise. Incredible. We've got some clouds in the distance, but look at those colors. It's a pretty nice morning. We got temperatures right at 40 at the airport, 37 New Braunfels, 40 Converse, 38 Stinson, light winds for the most part. High temperatures today will get into the mid-60s. It turns into a really comfortable afternoon. That'll be the case again tomorrow too, with highs in the mid-60s. But what about that cold front? So it arrives on Saturday, yes, but the cold air kind of lags behind it a little bit. So the cold air really starts to settle in on Sunday. And that's where we start to get wind chills and, yes, a hard freeze still likely on Monday. These two things, we've been kind of concrete on. It's the precipitation that's changed a little bit. So the models have backed off of it by and large because the moisture isn't quite there and we just don't have the upper level energy we thought we might have. So for those of you looking forward to a bit of wintry precipitation, know that the odds are pretty low for that. There's the weekend forecast. 60 Saturday, windy, 46 Sunday, despite the fact we're getting full sun, only 46, and wind chill values be in the 30s much of the day. MLK March Monday morning. Well, we're all the way down into the mid-20s to start, but by the time the march gets started, I'm hoping with the sun coming up, we'll be up around 30, 34 at 11 o'clock, and 37 by 1 o'clock. Wind chills will be in the 20s. Notice, though, by the afternoon, we do have some increasing clouds, and by Monday night into Tuesday morning, there still could be a little bit of moisture, but I think the window is so very small, and whatever moisture we see would be pretty limited, so I just don't think we're going to see much. This model, in fact, doesn't show anything going into Tuesday morning, and that really is a big change from what we were talking about yesterday. So I just want to make sure everyone's aware of that. Forecast for today, noontime 59. Again, we'll be up in the mid-60s this afternoon, and then down into the 50s by, say, 7 o'clock. Your extended forecast. We talked about the weekend. Monday, high of 39. After a morning low of 26. I'm keeping that small chance in there, but again, it's just not looking great. Tuesday, Wednesday, also some small chances of rain. The models kind of flip-flopped a little bit, but it is also a little bit warmer too, so I think that helps us out. 40 on Tuesday, 47 Wednesday. So that's kind of the latest thinking, guys, that this may change a little bit more before it's all said and done. This is the nature of these kind of events.
Yes.
And that's kind of the risk you run when you start putting stuff out on social media and you start looking at independent model runs, because you get the hopes up of the kids that we're going to see something, and then it doesn't transpire that way.
Yeah. Okay, so back to this comment.
Okay.
Okay, so
We're circling back.
you tell the story, because you sent it to us, and it was great. It was a great little interaction.
No, it made me chuckle a little bit, because someone said, after I posted yesterday about it being cold and threat for a little bit of wintry weather, someone posted, "Oh great, there goes all the toilet paper."
Yep.
To which someone else replied, "Bidets are the way to go. You don't have to worry about toilet paper."
Yeah.
It made me chuckle a little bit, but I mean, I guess it's a good point.
Each their own. You know, bidets those are like basically little water fountain things.
They are, yes, basically. That's the way for the hygienic reasons you get them installed there. It costs about, I just looked it up here, costs about $500 to $1,500 depending, but it is a whole process, because you got to get, the plumbing system to go, and you got to get, obviously, the toilet to do it as well. But I just like the fact that our viewers, they take these conversations into totally different places.
If you're cheap like me, you're better off just getting a water hose and just dragging it through the window.
Now, I don't know if I do that.
I'm walking away on that one.
I'm just saying.
I don't know if I do that.
I'm out.
From the Manguera?
I don't know. Sit in the sink or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Either way.
Well, obviously very popular in Europe.
Just left us.
We should bring like Wemby on here to talk about
well, hey, again.
the pros of bidets. But yeah, very interesting conversations that we always have. But they did bring up the whole toilet paper thing.
Yes.
That was wild. Hopefully we don't ever have to go through that again, where people were just hoarding all this toilet paper, going out of these like HEBs or just stacks high of toilet paper.
But it's good. Like I said, this is what this show is about. It's about having those conversations. And again, the comments. We love our viewers, and we love what you guys have to say. And some of the stuff is so hilarious. We have to talk about it. So again, this is just a really fun, flowing show. We welcome that. So anytime you guys see these articles are posted, if you got something to say it, and who knows, we may talk about it and may garner some interest. Bidets may go up in sales.
Here we go. Here we go. I mean, you never know where the conversation will go. For sure. Yes.
All right. Speaking of where the conversation is going to go, we're going to continue with it after this break. It's going to be including, I think we're talking about Biden's farewell, all that going on, and that cool middle schooler.
Absolutely. Yes. So we got a math whiz who's doing some amazing things out there, East Central ISD. So we're going to introduce you to him.
Yes.
And then just one other reminder, again, 35 southbound at Topperwine, still seeing some major delays out there. But we're going to be right back.
Yes.
Who knows what we're going to talk about, we'll get into.
You guys stick around with us on GMSA Plus, right on KSAT Plus.
All right, welcome back to GMSA Plus. You're following us on the KSAT Plus app. You can download that for free anywhere that you stream our content, any of our platforms. So if you got that Roku, you got them smart TVs, make sure to follow us there. And you get us GMSA Plus Monday through Friday now, every morning, y'all.
Oh, yeah, every morning. We're going to try to extend this to where it's like a full-blown, you're stuck with us. And I know some of you who think I'm annoying. I'm sorry. but you're stuck with us.
No, you're great.
Five, boy, you see them comments?
I like it. I like the hot takes. If y'all just missed the conversation we just had.
Either way, we're going to be stuck with you guys from 5 to 10 o'clock on a great day. So once that does get started, you know, obviously we're going to involve a lot more people in the conversation. Keep the flow of content going. And speaking of the flow of content, we're giving you guys the highlights of what's happening here on a local level, and that's going to be the burn deal that's happening right now, right?
Absolutely, yes. So there is going to be a controlled burn taking place on the far northwest side. So for all of my folks that live out in the far northwest side over by La Cantera, Camp Bullis, keep this in mind. The JBSA Camp Bullis officials, they will be doing a prescribed burn. So again, this burn taking place today through tomorrow. So as long as the weather conditions, as long as that stays calm. So some of these burns, though, they get rid of all that vegetation out there and all of that brush that could definitely fuel a wildfire. Again, if you see some smoke, far northwest side of town over by Camp Bullis, the Rim, La Cantera, no need to worry because officials are kind of have this under control out there. So,
all right. So moving on to the national news, we're going to touch on this just really quickly. Obviously, Biden gave his address, his final farewell that happened. Again, this is after being in the political sphere for about 50 years. He spoke from the Oval Office with the First Lady, Vice President, and Second Gentleman in the room. In the face of low approval ratings, Biden touted his record as president.
It will take time to feel the full impact of all we've done together. But the seeds are planted, and they'll grow and they'll bloom for decades to come.
All right, Biden pointed to major legislation tackling gun reform and infrastructure. He listed accomplishments in which he says, in his opinion, he was good in economics, healthcare, and diplomacy. President Biden closed his speech by expressing love for the country. So again, a lot of changes are about to take place. He's saying goodbye. President-elect Trump, who's going to be soon to be president, he's going to be saying hello officially on Monday. So
Inauguration Day, So Monday's going to be very busy. We have the MLK Day March, and then also we have Inauguration Day. So we're going to be busy. We're going to be outside for MLK Junior Day.
Wrapped up trying to stay warm, of course.
Okay. It's going to be cold out there.
So here we go. I think what we're about to do,
I think we're going to toss the break here real quick. We're going to take a short break, but coming up, we're going to introduce you to a pretty special young man. I mean, my man here has got some skills in math. We're talking abacuses. Is that the way you say plural?
Let's just say it's going to be a very special story. We're going to touch on again, so stay with us. All right, welcome back to a really cool story for you guys. Okay, so check this out. When we watched this earlier, I was in shock because I was just like, I can't even do that, like, at all. And I don't even, Lord bless it, it's a gift. But this right here is the only middle schooler in Texas selected to compete in a nationwide math competition. And guess what? The cherry on top is it's right here from Bexar County. Yeah, locally homegrown right here. Zaria Oates, our KSAT reporter, visited with this 12-year-old from East Central High School. Shout out to the East CISD Hornets. And we also spoke to his math teacher about how he will be representing the Lone Star State. So he's going to be traveling to Kentucky to do this. And he's doing all of this in Braille.
2 plus 7 plus 8 plus 4 plus 1 plus 3.
Fabian Rodriguez is a 12-year-old Legacy Middle School student. In and outside of the classroom, he's a pretty quiet person, but he's never shied away from math.
25.
25? What's your favorite subject in school?
Math. It's fun.
Fabian made a name for himself in the math community when he was selected to compete in the National American Printing House Abacus Bee for students with visual impairments.
I just take this abacus and I give it to Fabian, and we give him some math problems, which are in Braille.
While Fabian's vision is different from his peers, it's something that's never stopped him from pursuing what he loves.
I'm in shock. You know, we just thought we were going to the Abacus Bee to have some friendly competition.
The Abacus Bee is named after the abacus, which is a tool used to add, subtract, multiply, and other basic mathematic equations. Participants will likely use an abacus, Braille, and audio assistance during the competition. These are all ways that Vanessa Perkins has already been teaching Fabian how to do math with since he was just 3 years old.
This has a good math brain. Fabian can Braille himself the problems that the teacher presents to him in class.
It's awesome that Fabian was able to learn how to do those things and then find out the competition is available, and now he gets to experience life outside of just San Antonio and go experience those competitions, and he's only in middle school.
Only in middle school and heading to a nationwide math competition in Kentucky to represent the state of Texas in March.
Never flew in a plane before.
Safe to say he'll be a legacy at Legacy Middle School.
He's better on the abacus now than I am.
Zaria Oates, KSAT 12 News.
All right, so yes, Fabian, we wish the best to him. He is an incredible young man right there, again, representing East Central ISD. And using those abacuses, we talked about this a little bit during our GMSA in the morning. I remember my dad actually had those, had one of them. It is very old school, a way to like do math and stuff, but like what this young man is doing is really impressive.
Yeah, definitely a gift to talk about. So if you guys want to see his story again, go to our website at ksat.com. I have a cut-in to get to really quick. Guys, I know y'all looking at this and thinking, y'all look darker than dark in this, so we're going to fix this. So hopefully, look, I know, Garrett, we got to be transparent. Garrett's just like, dang, I was working on it. Okay, y'all, anyway, you already know we are here having a good time with you guys. We're going to be back at 8 o'clock. Give you more conversation to go
Absolutely, yeah. So we'll have a lot more to get to. Again, thank you very much for checking us out, GMSA Plus. We're going to go do these news, traffic, weather cut-ins, and we will be back with you later on this morning.